Hi everybody. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what you can do if you're a victim of abuse and how you can apply for a green card if you're in this unfortunate situation. For everybody that doesn't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. If this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about me. At my law firm, we work with clients from all 50 states. We help clients actually nationwide, and we focus exclusively on immigration law. And right now we're in a crazy time with COVID-19, with the coronavirus pandemic. And unfortunately, what we're seeing is that with all the lockdowns and all the quarantines and all the mental unrest, we're seeing increases in domestic violence. And in light of that, I believe that it's very important to discuss a special law that's designed to protect victims of violence. And this law is called VAWA. VAWA is the Violence Against Women's Act. It's a special law that allows certain people to apply for a green card if they're the victim of violence by a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident. Specifically, there's 3 classifications of people that qualify for VAWA. The first classification of a person that qualifies for VAWA is the spouse of a US citizen or lawful permanent resident. So if somebody is married to a US citizen or lawful permanent resident. The second classification of a person that qualifies for VAWA is the child of a US citizen or lawful permanent resident. And the third classification of person that qualifies for VAWA is the parent of a US citizen. Now, what is VAWA? VAWA is the Violence Against Women's Act, and it's a special law. And the reason why this law was enacted is because traditionally, when somebody does a marriage-based green card, the spouse, so the US citizen or the lawful permanent resident, has to petition for the foreign national. The spouse, the US citizen, is the one that files the immigration paperwork, the immigration documents. And the case moving forward is dependent on the US citizen or the US permanent resident. Now, the reason why this law was enacted was because, unfortunately, there were many instances where foreign nationals were in very tough situations, in very abusive relationships, and there was so much on the line, which made it very difficult for them to get out of the relationship. Unfortunately, to this day, there's many situations where the abusive citizen or the abusive permanent resident will threaten to withdraw the immigration paperwork, to report the foreign national to immigration to get them deported. And there's a lot of, it creates a very major boundary, and it makes it very difficult for these foreign nationals to get out of a very bad situation. So what VAWA does is it allows the foreign national to apply for their green card themselves without the help of their abusive spouse. And it helps the foreign national take the power back and not be forced into these terrible situations. And basically the way VAWA works is that you need to show that you have one of those qualifying relationships that I mentioned, and you need to show that you suffered some form of abuse. Now, something very important that you should know is that abuse can certainly be physical violence. Physical violence is definitely something that qualifies as abuse. But in addition to physical violence, something that also qualifies as abuse is extreme cruelty. And extreme cruelty can be a lot of things, but just one thing that you can think about is mental abuse. If somebody is mentally abusive towards you, then that can also be a basis to apply for VAWA. So, there's a lot to know about VAWA, but it is definitely a very powerful option if you're in this terrible situation. Again, there's a lot to know about this. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, I know it's a very, we handle VAWA consultations at our law firm quite a bit, and we understand that it's a very sensitive topic, and we're very, mindful of that. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you can absolutely put them in the comments below, and I can either respond in the comments or, in light of the sensitive nature of this topic, you can email me directly. And I'm actually going to put my email in the description below. You can please feel free to email me. I review my emails. I'm very responsive via email, and I'd be happy to help you with that. Another thing, we at our law firm, we regularly post immigration content to help our audience, to keep you informed with what's going on with immigration. The best way for you to stay updated with our content is to subscribe to our channel. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you know anybody that can be helped by this information, please go ahead and share this video with them. Thank you guys so much, as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.